What's going on, guys? So about a week ago I went online and ordered a refurbished PS2 from GameStop. And so here in this box is supposed to be the refurbished PS2. It cost me like 50 bucks, I think, if I remember correctly. And I also bought a game, which I'll show you once I open it up. Now before I unbox this thing all the way, let me just show you guys. It's very apparent that this thing is not wrapped up very good inside. The PS2 is just sliding around. Now, granted, some of that clanking may be the game, because I think they threw the game in the same box. But let's go ahead and see. So, as I said, this is a refurbished PS2. It's not a used. Usually when GameStop says refurbished, it means they fixed it in some way. So, you know, who knows what was wrong with this thing. But I think it was like 50 bucks. So it does have some bubble wrap at the top. And now we have our PS2 upside down. Okay, so here it is, guys. Ooh, wow. Okay, so those scratches, to be honest, look like it's just from all this crap rubbing up against it. Yeah, that's not, that's not great. At least it seems to be intact. Okay, wow. They didn't even give me the cover for this like back storage area. I think you could put like a hard drive or something in here. I don't remember, to be honest, but that's interesting that they did not even include the plate for that. Let's go ahead and see what else we got in here. So we have some cords. Oh, here it is. So this is the plate. So they did include that. It's the expansion bay. So I don't remember ever actually putting anything in the expansion bay, but at least they included that. I'm not sure what goes in here. And just for reference, I grew up with a fat PS2 like this, and I sold it like a long time ago for a PSP, unfortunately. But yeah, it is what it is. And here's the power cord, and here's our controller, which actually seems to be in pretty good condition at first glance. Let me go ahead and show you this thing. So it actually has like all the grip on the analog sticks, and it's a little dirty, but it seems to be in pretty good condition, which is kind of crazy considering this thing came out in 2000 or 2001, I believe. So yeah, it's a pretty old controller. And somewhere down here, yep, so there's my game, and of course it's in like the classic GameStop case, not even in a case. And as you can see, it's Jak and Daxter. This is a great game. Jak and Daxter, their precursor legacy. To be honest, I don't even remember what the game is about, but I know I played it a lot when I was younger. So if you haven't heard of it, go ahead and search it online. It's a pretty fun game, made by Naughty Dog, which is all you need to know. And so here's my packing slip. I guess I opened up the box on the wrong side. And as you can see, PS2 System Original is $49.99, and then Jak and Daxter is $5.99. So it come up to a total of $63.24. So let's go ahead and take a more in-depth look at this console. So here it is, guys. This is the OG fat PS2. I actually just looked it up, and it came out March 4th, 2000, which I should have remembered because just a couple weeks ago it was the 20th anniversary of the PS2, which is pretty crazy that it was that long ago. But yeah, this is the original one. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's kind of odd. It looks like somebody tried to clean it, but in the process of cleaning, they used something abrasive, and it made all these little micro scratches on it. I'm not sure that you can see that in the camera, but it's kind of the first thing I'm seeing. So here on the back, we got our main power switch. We got the spot where the power cord plugs in, and we got our AV multi-out. And here's the fan, which usually look pretty dirty, but maybe they actually cleaned this one up a little bit. And then here's the expansion bay. I'm not actually sure what you put in the expansion bay. It might be a hard drive or something. I had a PS2 and I had the expansion bay, but I don't remember ever actually using it, so I'm not really sure what it's for. And so here on this side, I can kind of see the same thing. Maybe if I get it in the right light, you can see that they cleaned it up, but they used something abrasive, which is really odd, and it made a bunch of tiny micro scratches. And now we're back to the front. Right here, you got your disc slot where you put the disc in. You got your eject button, your power button, 2 memory card slots, and 2 controller slots. And you could actually buy like an expansion thing where you could plug it into your memory card and controller slot, and you could plug in 4 controllers and play, which is something I did back in the day. And then of course you have a couple of USB ports down here. I'm not sure what those are used for, to be honest, because USB wasn't as widely used back then. And now if we take a look at the top, you can really see where the damage is. And it kind of has the same deal here. It looks like somebody tried to clean the top and use something abrasive, and it made a bunch of micro scratches. And I'm not sure how all this, how this dirt got on here. My theory is that in the box, it was just had like the controller and stuff was resting against it, and it got pushed on there a bunch of times, and it made it all dirty and stuff. But you know, overall, it's not too bad for a console that's 20 years old. And as I mentioned earlier, got your PS2 controller. This is actually an official PS2 controller, fortunately. I wouldn't be surprised if GameStop sent me like a third-party controller, but this is an official controller. And as I showed you earlier, it's in pretty good condition, which is pretty lucky to be honest. And of course, you have a power cord and AV cord, which I don't really care about. And then last but not least is Jack and Dexter, which as you saw on the packing slip, didn't actually come with the console, but I purchased it separately so I could, you know, test it out. And this is a classic game that I used to play a lot. So there it is, guys. Let's go ahead and go over to my TV and we're gonna see if the console works. All right, guys, so we're officially plugged up now. I got my controller plugged in. You know, some of you guys might not remember these days, but you actually have to plug your controller in, unfortunately, not wireless. And then I have my power cable plugged in right here, and then my AV cable plugged in right here, and then goes my TV. And I just wanted to point out that the AV cable barely fit. I kind of had to shove it in there, so I'm hoping there's not something wrong with the port. Hopefully it's not damaged or anything. But let's go ahead and turn this bad boy on and see if it works. And so if you guys remember with the PS2, you actually have to flip the on switch on the back first before you can actually officially turn it on. The second thing you do is you see the red light right here, which is supposed to come on, and then you click it again and it'll turn green, and your fans will start booting up, and you should hear the screen. Yep. So in the background, I hear my startup screen, and if I look up now, here it is. Here's my console. So it is working. That's a good thing. And let's go ahead and see if we can browse a little bit. So I'll click on browser, and you can't really. Oh, there it is. So browser, no data because I don't have a memory card in or anything. And you can kind of see just how bad the graphics are. I mean, for its day, the graphics are great, but it's kind of funny watching it now, and you can just see how grainy stuff is, especially if you were to play a game. Let's go to system configuration, and oh, it's actually set to the correct time, which is amazing. Well, it's not the exact correct time. It's a couple hours off, but I guess somebody was just in a different time zone than me. All right, so let's go ahead and try out a game, see if it works. So first thing I gotta do is press the blue button, and the disc slot will slide open. So I got Jack and Dexter right here. Already took it out. Couldn't take it out with one hand, so I had to put the camera down. Let's go ahead and put it in, and we should see it boot up. You can actually go to browser, I think, and just kind of wait for it to boot up on this screen, and you can play it, I believe. Usually, oh, it's reading the disc. Any day now would be nice. There it is. So the disc does boot up, well, at least so far, and it doesn't give me any details, which I thought usually it would tell me what game it was, but no details there, so hopefully it actually boots up. But if you guys remember, I just want to show you that you have this awesome thing you can do with your PS2. You can actually flip the logo, so if you want to stand it up vertically, you can put it like that. If you want to do it horizontally, you can put it like that. I don't know why that just came to me, but I just wanted to show you guys real quick while the game is booting up. Yeah, so here it is, guys. Jack and Dexter booted up, or maybe it's Jack and Daxter. I don't know, to be honest. I haven't played this game in so long. I'm sure they said his name a few times, and I just don't remember it. But yeah, the game's kind of coming back to me. I think they played on an island, and he was trying to collect some orbs and stuff. But yeah, pretty fun game. I might go back and play it now that I have it booted up. But it does look like the PS2 is working, which is definitely a good thing. So congratulations, GameStop. You sent me a working PS2 refurbished. My only complaint about this is that it came kind of dirty and not really packaged very well, but you know, that's just kind of a mainstay for GameStop, to be honest. If you watch my other GameStop videos, a lot of them don't come packaged very well, but surprisingly, most of them come at least somewhat working. You know, there's usually a downside to it. But yeah, for 50 bucks, you can't really go wrong here. I mean, a PS2 is a classic console. Personally, you can actually get a PS2 Slim, but personally, I'm a fan of the PS2 Fat just because I grew up with it. So I'm just a fan of the Fat console. I think it looks pretty cool too. And of course, as I showed you, I like to flip the logo sometimes just for the heck of it. So as always, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know down in the comments if there's anything else I should buy, you know, something refurbished from GameStop, maybe even something used from eBay. Just let me know down in the comments and I'll probably do it at some point in time. But as always, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to support the channel. And have a great day, guys.